They say every war has a final battle, and for Cobra Kai, that time is near. The newest concept trailer for Season 7 teases something bigger than revenge, something deeper than rivalry. It hints at a closing chapter filled with fire, fists, and fate. You can feel it, the calm before the storm. The trailer doesn't hold back, and if even half of what's shown turns out true, fans are in for the most intense season ever. The concept trailer opens with Johnny Lawrence standing alone in an empty dojo. The walls are broken. The Cobra Kai logo is burned into the mat like a scar that won't heal. He doesn't speak, his eyes do. Years of pain, redemption, and loss flash across his face. The trailer then cuts to Miguel, older, stronger, faster. He's back from Mexico, and he's not the same boy. He fights with a new energy, more balanced, more dangerous. His kicks are sharper. His focus is cold. He isn't just fighting to win, he's fighting to protect what's left. Then we see Daniel LaRusso. He's on a quiet hill looking over the city. His voiceover says, "There's a line you don't cross." They crossed it. That one line changes everything. We know this isn't about small rivalries anymore. This is war. Between the old Cobra Kai, led now by a reborn Kreese, and the legacy of Miyagi and Eagle Fang combined. Daniel isn't looking for peace anymore. He's ready to fight, and this time, he's not pulling punches. The trailer shows flash scenes Kenny in a dark alley, training under Silver's brutal methods. Hawk standing over a broken bench, blood on his shirt. Robbie holding a photo of his younger self, walking away from the camera. Every second builds tension. Every moment hints at a coming storm. A mysterious shot shows Chosen, bruised and meditating, with Japanese kanji on the wall behind him. Victory through honor. Fans believe this means Chosen may face Silver again, one final time. The trailer ends with Johnny and Daniel standing side by side in the ruins of a destroyed Cobra Kai dojo. No words, just silence. Then the final text fades in, the last fight begins. No date, no details. Just those words. What makes this concept trailer so powerful isn't just the action, it's the emotion. It touches on everything the show has built so far. Second chances, broken families, loyalty, and growth. Johnny is no longer just a washed-up sensei. Miguel isn't a lost kid. Daniel is done hoping for peace. The stakes are higher now. It's no longer about points in a tournament. It's about legacy, and legacy always comes with a price. This concept may not be official, but it reflects exactly what fans want: a final season that brings back every fight, every tear, and every lesson. If Cobra Kai Season 7 truly is the end, this trailer shows us that it will end not with a whisper, but with one last, unforgettable roar. The trailer may not say it directly, but the message is clear: this is the final battlefield. And what's a final war without its key rivalries? Cobra Kai Season 7 promises not just fights, but emotional payoffs, deep grudges, and the kind of showdowns fans have been dreaming about since Season 1. Every character has grown. Every rivalry has matured. And now it's time for them to collide one last time. One of the most intense rivalries teased in the trailer is Johnny Lawrence versus John Kreese. Once a student, then a partner, now an enemy. Johnny's journey has always been haunted by Kreese's shadow. The trailer shows Kreese walking out of the prison gates with fire in his eyes. His comeback is quiet but dangerous. He's not returning to teach, he's returning to finish what he started. In another scene, Johnny is shown punching a bag until his knuckles bleed. It's not just training, it's personal. The trailer hints at a brutal one-on-one between these two. No rules, no mercy, just raw payback. Then there's Miguel and Kenny. Their fight is the next generation's war. Miguel represents discipline, heart, and redemption. Kenny has become ruthless, shaped by Silver's teachings and scarred by betrayal. In one fast-cut scene, Miguel blocks a roundhouse kick, grabs Kenny's arm, and looks him in the eyes before saying, "You still have a choice." That moment tells us everything. Miguel doesn't want to destroy Kenny, but he's ready if he must. Their fight is more than fists. It's about who they choose to become, and while they don't share many scenes in the trailer, the tension between Robbie and Hawk is still there. Hawk is seen training alone, angry, distant. Robbie is more calm but haunted. A voiceover from Hawk says, Some wounds don't close, some were never meant to. Fans believe they will clash again, maybe not out of hate, but out of unfinished business. Both have switched sides, made mistakes, and learned hard lessons. Their final fight could be a test not of who's better, but of who's truly changed. But the biggest theory burning across fan forums is about Daniel LaRusso and Terry Silver. Though Silver is barely shown in the trailer, one shot of a hand holding a glass of wine with a reflection of Daniel in the background says more than words ever could. Daniel and Silver have history, betrayal, shame, revenge. The trailer hints they might settle it the old way, one-on-one. No outside interference. Daniel's eyes in that brief moment say it all. He's ready. And this time he's not scared. The fights teased aren't just about skill. They're about years of emotion. Old scars, regret, growth. These are battles of identity and purpose. Eagle Fang, Miyagi, Cobra Kai, they've all shaped these fighters. But in the end, it's not about styles. It's about who they've become as the music in the trailer rises. A final montage flashes Johnny screaming mid-punch, Miguel on the mat with blood on his face, Daniel breathing hard under a street lamp, and Kreese whispering, "This ends when I say it ends." It's clear, these aren't just fights, they're endings. And not everyone will walk away whole. Season 7 doesn't just promise action, it promises resolution. And the concept trailer gives us a glimpse of the emotional chaos that's about to unfold. Rivalries are no longer about ego, they're about destiny. And for some, it might be their last round. Cobra Kai was never just about karate. It was about legacy, about what we pass down, who we become, and the weight of the past on our present. And in this new concept trailer for Season 7, that legacy comes crashing forward like a tidal wave. Every face, every flashback, every whispered meme, it all ties back to something greater than dojo rivalries. This season doesn't just wrap up a story. It honors a history that began over 40 years ago. One of the most emotional shots in the trailer is Daniel standing alone at Mr. Miyagi's grave. The wind blows soft and steady. He places a worn-out headband on the stone. His voice cracks as he says, "I hope I did right by them." That simple line shakes everything. It's a callback to every lesson, every mistake, and every moment. He's carried the Miyagi name. Fans believe this scene marks a turning point, Daniel stepping into full responsibility, not just as a sensei, but as the final torchbearer of a legacy that shaped him as a man. But the legacy doesn't end with Daniel. The trailer gives fans a powerful gift, short flashes that seem to confirm long-awaited returns. A figure in a black leather jacket, face unseen, walks into a dim dojo. The stance, the posture, it's unmistakable. Dutch? He hasn't been seen since the original Karate Kid films, but this brief glimpse has fans screaming. If Dutch is back, it's not for peace. He represents the raw, violent Cobra Kai from the past, and his return could shake Johnny to his core. Another surprise. A flash of a woman practicing kata alone on a quiet rooftop in Tokyo. She moves with precision and emotion. The shot is fast. But viewers are convinced it's Julie Pierce. The idea that Hilary Swank's character from the next Karate Kid could appear now makes sense. Julie was trained by Mr. Miyagi too. If this is truly the final war, it's only right she returns to honor the man who made her a warrior. Her inclusion would not just deepen the story, it would unite every part of the Karate Kid legacy under one roof. There's Chosen, he's shown briefly, face bruised, training in silence. A single line echoes, "Sometimes honor demands a fight." Fans believe he will face Silver one last time, not for revenge, but to defend what Miyagi stood for. Chosen has become more than a rival, he is now family. His quiet strength and loyalty add weight to every scene he's in, and his presence in Season 7 promises not just action, but deep emotional grounding. And what about Johnny? His legacy is more complicated. A former bully turned father figure. A man chasing redemption through every painful step. The trailer shows him staring at an old photo young Johnny in his karate gi, smiling beside Kreese. The voiceover says, "He made me, but I won't be him." That's the heart of Johnny's legacy, choosing a new path without forgetting where he came from. And now, as the final battle looms, he must decide what kind of man and what kind Oh, Sensei, he really is. Every returning character adds another layer to this final chapter. Every legacy, whether from pain, pride, or power, is now coming to a head. This isn't just the end of a show, it's the climax of a story that began with a single crane kick in 1984, and if the trailer's right, Season 7 will make sure that legacy ends with honor, fire, and one final bow. The trailer may have left fans breathless, but it also left them with one burning question. When? When will the dojo doors open one last time? While no official release date is confirmed, the signs are all around us. If we piece together Netflix's previous release patterns, filming timelines, and cast hints, we start to see a picture forming. And that picture points to a release window that could surprise everyone. Let's break it down. Cobra Kai seasons have typically dropped either in late December or early in the new year. But this time, rumors suggest Netflix may move faster. Leaked set photos and social media posts from cast members like Xolo Maridueña and William Zabka hint that filming wrapped quietly earlier this year. Some fans even believe the final editing stages are already underway. If that's true, a late fall or early winter release, possibly November or December 2025, is highly likely. But beyond just the date, what can fans actually expect from this final season? The trailer doesn't just tease another tournament. It hints at something deeper, a war without rules, a finale without trophies. This isn't about Cobra Kai versus Miyagi anymore. It's about finishing something that began decades ago. It's personal, it's raw, and it's going to hit harder than anything the show has done before. Expect character arcs to come full circle. Miguel stepping into his own identity, no longer living in anyone's shadow. Robbie choosing whether he fights for forgiveness or holds on to old guilt. Hawk proving that strength isn't just in the fist, but in the heart. Even Kenny, once a scared kid, now stands at a dangerous crossroad. Will he become the monster Silver shaped him to be or find his way back? And of course the adults have their own demons. Daniel may finally have to do what Miyagi always avoided, fight not for peace, but for justice. Johnny, meanwhile, faces his past in the form of Kreese and Silver, both reflections of who he used to be and warnings of who he could become again. Their final choices will decide not just their futures, but the legacy they leave behind. There's also talk that this season could break format. Instead of ending with a tournament, the trailer hints at something more chaotic, a battle that spills beyond the dojo into streets, homes, and memories. Fans predict surprise deaths, emotional betrayals, and maybe even a split between allies. One haunting line in the trailer says it all. Not all of us are walking away from this. The emotions will be heavy. The stakes higher than ever, and the storytelling? Ruthless. Season 7 is the final bow, the last round, the closing kata. If the concept trailer is any indication, it won't just satisfy fans, it'll haunt them in the best way possible. And as the screen fades to black, one final quote lingers: "Legends never die, but some must fall." Cobra Kai Season 7 isn't just coming. It's preparing to leave a mark so deep, we'll feel it long after the credits roll.